first of all, a couple things about the calculator. Number one, the on button located on the bottom left-hand side. You'll notice if you press it, it will turn it on. And then you'll notice that how you turn it off is you press second and hit this button. Now, why is that? Everything in yellow, you have to press the second button first to get done. So if you wanted to turn it off, you'd hit second, and then you'd hit the on button. That's turning it off, and that will turn it off. Okay. If you don't know how to turn it off, just leave it on for like 10 minutes, and eventually it will turn off by itself. Okay. Now, we want to type in our numbers. So how do we get to a point where we can type our numbers in? Press Stat. Go to Edit, option number 1. And we're going to type them into L1. Now, you may or may not have numbers listed there. You'll notice that I got numbers listed here. Yours may or may not have those numbers listed. Okay? If you have numbers and you need to clear them, you want to move your cursor to the top. Now, some of you will say, I don't see a cursor. Your cursor is the black box. So as you move the arrows, that black box will move. You'll notice as I'm pressing down, the black box will move. As I push up, the black box will move up. What we want to do is get the black box so that it's out of the L1 and at the very top of L1. Okay? So, you want the black cursor where it says L1. Now, what you want to press here is, you got to be careful, you want to press the clear key. Don't press delete, press clear. Okay? So, press clear and then hit enter. And that should get the job done. Okay? Now, in the event you're fine. In the event that you press delete, you'll get rid of L1 altogether. You'll have a pretty bad spot. You have to talk to me, I'll show you how to bring it back. Okay? At this point, I'm ready to go ahead and type these numbers in. You're going to type them in one at a time, pressing enter after each one. Okay? Now, my neck really bothers me, so can I just get somebody to read them to me as I type them in? Earlier today, I was trying to look backwards, and it hurt like a mother.
2, 15, 5, 1, 4, 1, 3, 0, 5, 0, 2, 4.
Now, one thing you're going to want to look at, and the guy pointed this out earlier, and I'm sorry I didn't mention it in any of the earlier classes, is he's like, well, why do I have 13 values, but my little machine here says 14? No, if you were to type in the next number, it'd be the 14th number you were typing in. If you press up and you get it on the number 4 there, the last number you typed in, you'll see it says you have 13 values. And that's one thing you always want to check. Okay, that when you type them all in, you have the same number of values typed in as you do in your data set. Okay. Now, once you have all these typed in, I'm assuming everybody's got them typed in by now. Anybody need me to stop? There's no shame if you need me to stop. It's all good. Okay. After you do that, the next button you're going to press is the Stat key. You're going to press Stat. And you're going to go over to Calc. Now, notice where your cursor is. It's on number 1. It's on Edit. It's on number 1, and it's on under Edit. We want to move it over to where it says Calc. So how do I move it to the right so it says Calc? We're going to press the right arrow key. We're going to press the right arrow key. It's this one right here. Uh-oh. Pressed it too many times. Okay. We're going to press the right arrow key and go over to Calc. Now, it's already on number 1. That's the one we want, so we're going to press enter for that. One variable statistics. Okay. Now, once we press one variable statistics, we can just press enter. That assumes that we have them typed into L1. If we have them typed into L2 or L3, we got to do something different. But assuming we put them into L1, we'll just press enter. And look what that does for us. It gives us the mean, which remember before we had to add them all together and divide by the total. Not anymore. We just have to read it off the calculator screen. And it also gives us the standard deviation. And that, my friends, is the ultimate shortcut to how to find standard deviation. Now, every time I show people the ultimate shortcut, here's what I get. So do we have to memorize the formula or not? You only need to know the formula if you don't know how to use the calculator. And I have like usually one person every semester who doesn't have the calculator who tries to use the formula. They never seem to get it right, but everybody who has the calculator seems to get it right. If you don't have the calculator, you tend to miss it. Okay? So there's your standard deviation right there. There's SX. Okay? So that can go in the replace of the two formulas I showed you earlier. Okay? Any questions on that?